Let's start you out with this sunset from our SKYCAM out at Washington County at the Reserve Golf Course. And you can see the reflection of the clouds in the lake there. And as the sun goes down, and first of all, the layers of the clouds are really cool and interesting. Then the color comes in, and look at that right there. Just super fun to watch that happen as we fade to darkness. This is a picture from not far from there, up on Skyline Boulevard in Northwest Portland. Cindy Banks sending in this one. Beautiful shot. Orange and yellow sky, barn in the back, down in the foreground there. Fun to see. So yes, another great sunset tonight. And then this is what was happening at the coast. The marine layer, thick and low and on the move. And boy, are we ever grateful that it's on the move, because it's beginning to cool us off. We're still 79 right now, which is cooler than it was at this time last night. And it's going to get cooler by tomorrow morning. The low this morning so far, or the low for the day, 73 degrees. We did not drop below that this morning. Got into the 60s in other parts of the valley. But now what we're seeing, the 64 in Corvallis, for instance, that may be threatened by midnight tonight because it is cooling off rapidly. But for Portland, that 73 that we dropped to this morning is our warmest August low temperature on record. And look at all the others, all from that heat wave last August. So topping the list this year. I don't think we're going to drop below 73 by midnight. We've only got another 39 minutes to go, and it's still 79. So I think we're okay. Then it will begin to drop quickly, though, later on tonight. We topped out at 86 today, and the only reason we were not in the 90s, like Eugene, is because of the cloud cover that we had for much of the day. Now, the showers have largely dissipated. Interestingly enough, still getting thunderstorms, elevated storms offshore over the marine layer, and we had this one little band of sprinkle move through the Portland area about, I don't know, 4 or 5 o'clock or so. There it goes. And then that dissipated too. Many of you reported a few raindrops. This is the system offshore creating those thunderstorms. That's the one that's also going to push the cooler air into the valley. So that's the thing. And it's also going to bring in lower humidity too. We got this really humid air mass came up from the desert southwest and the Intermountain West associated with the monsoon down that way. But that'll get shoved aside and we'll see the humidity drop, even though we will have low clouds around tomorrow morning. They burn off in the afternoon. We'll have low clouds on Saturday morning. They burn off in the afternoon. So back to more typical summer weather with cooler conditions, morning clouds and afternoon sun, and not as much humidity. Now we'll get another weak little system approaching us on Sunday, but ahead of that, it warms up again to the upper 80s. Then that'll cool us off on Monday. Should be a very nice day Monday. Tuesday looks good, but about Wednesday or Thursday, it looks like another area of hot air developing here along the West Coast. We'll see how exactly that develops. There are some inconsistencies in our modeling as to how long that'll go and how hot it'll get, but I think a couple days in the 90s are pretty likely. We are 79 right now, freezing level at 14,000 feet. So what we're looking at overnight tonight is just an isolated sprinkle. That's pretty much over, and then partly sunny after morning clouds and less humid tomorrow with a high of 84. 84 again Saturday. There's the 88 Sunday. Back down to 84 Monday. Tuesday's good, and there are the 90s on Wednesday and Thursday. Right now, it doesn't look like that'll be very humid air, but certainly 90s once again.